Wait.
After you,
okay, go ahead.
After you've rolled it over as much as you think you want your hook folded over, I'll move it up, and I'm staying just a little bit below that line, because the more times I stroke it, the more the metal is going to fatigue and curl. So you can curl it without having to raise this all the time. It's going to take more strokes. But again, on this last setting, I don't want to stroke it as many times because I've already hooked it pretty good with the first setting. And what you want to look for when you're hooking this thing over, and I'll just draw a little quick picture on the plywood. But when you hook it over, you want that angle to be about like that. You don't want it like at 90 or past. You want it sticking out at about that angle.
75 degrees.
I don't know what the degree is.
Yeah.
But as you learn to hook these things, you'll find out what's best for you too, because if you hook it too far, you're going to have to hold your scraper on the ground to get it to grab. So you hook it to where you're comfortable scraping. But that's a good angle that's made for these scrapers. So when you're pulling these things, you can hold on to it up here, and it grabs really good. So this blade here is good. It's ready to go in the scraper, and it's going to end up looking like this. And to be able to file this thing and sharpen it, what do we do with those new files? The angle to file these, and if you look at this plane right here on the bottom, which is made for a Stanley blade like this, you can take this ball off and you can scrape your corners flat with this type of blade in a scraper like this, or you can get this kind. But to file it, you want to hold it at an angle about like that, which isn't, again, the hook is hooked over at about this angle. If you don't want to file too much of the same angle, because you file this too thin, and then that'll break and chip when you hit knots. So you want to file the tip. You want to file the tip at about like this, or somewhere in
chisel head.
Yeah, somewhere in here. So as the scraper gets dull, you just lightly file. You don't want to file hard, and you just slowly are going to file and file and file until you have no more hook. And then you start all over again. You rehook it like what I just showed you. You get rid of the bottom first, all the way nice and flat, and you put the bevel in. There you have it.
So this blade's done, right?
This blade's done.
Let's pull it out and see if I can get it on.
Yeah.
See it.
Pretty
better.
much.
Yeah. Kind of see it.
I'll put it in this scraper.
Okay.
And almost always, you have to put the file to it. It's rare that you pull it right out of the hook blade machine and start scraping and have a really good edge.
Same with a regular corner scraper, you can feel the edge.
Yeah, you can feel it. If you don't file it right, change the angle you're filing. See, it didn't really grab, so
So you'll know if it's working or not, basically, if you get it right.
You can feel if it's grinding. It's good to set it down on something firm. You can't really sharpen it very good like just freehand it out in the air. I like to put it there, or even on your leg if you're on the floor scraping. And sometimes you got to grind a little bit of metal with it first. Make sure your corners on the ends aren't poking down, because they get bent over and they gouge a little bit too much. If you kind of get that tuned up, and then you can find a sweet spot like that. And you can scrape all kinds of stuff. This will be good. on softwood, a hook like this could last you all day long on softwood like walnut or hard pine. Hickory, you're going to be touching the file on it about maybe every 4 or 5 square feet. You might stroke the blade and get another edge on it and keep going. You wear that out, then you throw another blade in or rehook yours. So these are for scraping panels. We could do a real quick demo on that.